one of a kind. She don't see none of the guys. She don't do no womanizer. Stroke her and give her a massage. I push her and tell her to strive.
So your favorite plonker on the internet has finally done it. I've got myself my first sim racing cockpit, and wow, I am so gassed. No more leather reclining chair with the Next Level Racing 2.0 that wasn't even mounted on properly and would slide around all over the place every time I do some steering or braking. But I've done it. I've got myself my first cockpit. So I went for the GT Omega ART with the inertia bucket seat. And when I saw the inertia bucket seat on the website, I was like, nah, I gotta get this bad boy. You know what? I am so glad I did, because this is a 10 out of 10. Easy. Setting it up was a pain in the process. Pain in the process?
Oh my God,
what?
bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Setting it up was a pain in the ass. It was mostly because I'm inexperienced with setting up sim rigs, so I had no clue what I was doing. But the instructions were not great at all. So if there was anything GT Omega needs to improve, then you redo their whole instruction guide, whatever. But aside from that, once you get it set up and it's all ready to go, wow. I mean, this is a 10 out of 10 easy. I mean, I've never really owned a bucket seat before, and so this is my first bucket seat. It just blew my mind. So I'm 5'7", around 90 kgs, and to be honest, I get in there just fine. Only thing I would say is just be prepared with how tight it is. When I was ordering it, I thought, yeah, it's going to be tight, it's a bucket seat, whatever, but I didn't expect it to be that tight. But I mean, once you're in there for about 15-20 minutes, when your body gets used to it, wow, it is actually so comfortable. I did a practice stint on Spa, and the whole time I was so cozy, so comfortable. After I did the practice stint, I was even sat there just for an hour, just talking to the boys and scrolling on my phone. So comfortability wise, this gets a 10 out of 10. It looks like a 10 out of 10. It feels like a 10 out of 10. There's not much else to say. They've absolutely smashed it with this. But yeah, all in all, I am so gassed about this purchase. So most YouTubers like Carl Gosling, you know, these guys who are like experts in building sim rigs, they'd say it takes about an hour or two to complete, but for me, it took the whole day and then some. I was just so confused. I've never done something like this. I'm pretty sure someone with a half a brain will be able to get it done in an hour or two, but not for me. I had to go watch so many different YouTube videos, look at Reddit. Eventually, I figured it out by myself. Only thing I would say is, if you're doing this, guys, please take a break in between if you're like struggling. You know, I get it. When you get something like this, you just want to get it set up straight away. If I could go back, I would definitely take a break and then come back with a fresh mind. Now, I'm using the Logitech RS50, which is an 8Nm direct drive wheel. It's just beautiful. Like, I actually love it. And on the rig itself, it's just perfect.
It was perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Now, when mounting things up, I did have to do some DIY. Now, when mounting everything up, I did have to do some DIY, but I don't know if that's because I'm doing it wrong, which it most likely is, but I had to get some extra washers to put the wheelbase on. I had to like stack a few washers. For the pedals as well, the way I have my pedals set, I just couldn't find a hole that would line up pedal so I can bolt it down. So I had to get a drill bit, put it on my drill, and drill an extra hole, which is actually quite enjoyable. Like, I like doing DIY stuff. You know, it makes it a bit more fulfilling. They mount on just fine, tightened everything up, and everything is so sturdy and so stable. So I'm just going to show you me getting into the cockpit, because I'm quite a fat bastard, but yeah, let's show you. And yeah, that's it. If you're a guy with slightly wider hips, thighs, and a huge gap, don't worry, you'll fit in here just fine. It will feel tight, so you got to prepare yourself for that. It's meant to be tight. It's meant to lock you in place, but once you get settled in, it feels beautiful. And the best feature for me is just the slidey feature. Now, I've probably just messed up my seating position, but it's okay, we'll figure it out later. So I've just loaded up Kyalami, which is one of my favorite tracks, and you can get a realistic representation of the flex, which I think is barely any. I'm not sure how it's going to appear on camera, but I'm pretty sure you guys just saw it there. Like, there's barely any flex, especially from the seat. So I've got load cell brake pedals, and you can see when I brake heavily, I mean, the seat slightly flexes backwards, but that's kind of a good thing. Like, you don't need to be rock hard, so that'll probably just mess up your back. When you are under heavy braking, it does kind of follow your body movement, but it's not flexing in the way that it'll ruin your driving experience. No, I just love how comfortable this seat is. This seat is so comfy. Like, the guys at GT Omega, they absolutely smashed it with the material they used and the cushioning that they've got under the seat, well, on the seat. But yeah, to wrap up, the GT Omega ART Cockpit is a brilliant pick for anyone like myself, a newish sim racer that's looking to buy their first cockpit but doesn't want to break the bank with an aluminium rig. Now I know a lot of you purists out there will be like, oh, you should have just got an aluminium profile rig, blah blah blah, and you guys make a fair point, but not everyone is willing to spend that much on a hobby yet. I was certainly not sure if I wanted to spend that much yet, so the best option for me was the ART Cockpit with this bucket seat. You just can't go wrong. I feel like it does a lot of the things that aluminium profile rig would do based on what I know from YouTube videos and Reddit, whatever. But I would totally recommend this to anyone. It's like you're getting a lot of the perks that an aluminium rig would have, but at a fraction of the price. So I probably paid around £400 altogether, including the shipping, and I think it's money well spent. I mean, for the quality of the product that I received, I am very happy with it, and I'd probably keep this for about, I'd say probably about a year. It'll probably be about a year until I upgrade to an aluminium rig. I mean, GT Omega have left such a good impression for me that I'm probably going to get their prime rig if I was to upgrade. But yeah, the GT Omega ART Cockpit, guys. What a cockpit. What an absolute cockpit. So yeah, that was the GT Omega ART Cockpit with the inertia bucket seat, and honestly I would give this a 9 out of 10. I'd only knock a point off because of the instructions. I didn't really like, I don't know, the instructions just, I feel like it just needs completely redoing. I am not affiliated with GT Omega in any way, shape or form, but GT Omega, the boys in Scotland, if you would like to sponsor me, you know, help an up and coming sim racer, the next big thing.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Oh, hell no, man. What
God,
the
shameless.
fuck,
I'm
man?
just shameless. You don't ask, you don't get. Thanks for watching, guys. If you do like these IRL style vlogs, I mean, this was nothing really. Let me know in the comments and subscribe for more. Peace.